Have you ever wondered how Michonne Grimes would play as herself in the Entity's realm? Well, look no further. I found out how. Hello everybody, Vigo Shadow here, and welcome to Survivor Strategies, a guide how to play exactly like how the Survivor would. Since there's not much of a difference playing as other survivors besides noise and appearance, we will analyze the survivor's bio and their perks to get a better understanding on the type of playstyle that the survivor would inhabit. Alright, first before we do anything, we're going to be going into her portrait, and the portrait reveals a lot about a survivor's playstyle right off the bat. So for Michonne, she is a relentless protector living in a community of post-apocalyptic survivors. So that's already an important piece of information here. Next, we're going to just kind of go through the bio and then just highlight some key terms. All right, so combing through some of the bio here, it talks about alone, like how she was alone and emotionally hardened. That was sometime in the past, not her current character now. Obviously, she went through a character arc. There's a lot of lore within the Walking Dead community and the show and the TV, like in the series. I have not watched any of the series, but I did do my homework. She eventually becomes like a leader alongside with Rick, and she shares the traits of being extremely loyal to her found family and pretty much becoming Rick's right hand, woman, and like obviously the lover as well. She is like kind of stoic and quiet as well, kind of like that silent strength, formidable fighter, badass, in the show and everything else, but she's also determined and hopeful, like mainly focused on survival. I mean, who isn't in the Walking Dead series? Like, everybody wants to survive, but she has like at least hope for like a better future alongside with Rick. So a main emphasis on teamwork is what I want to say, especially when it comes to like their group and their found family, you know what I mean? Another way to gauge a survivor's playstyle is also through their base kit perks. So let's go ahead and go over the entirety of Michonne's perks here. So first we have Conviction. Sometimes one last push means the difference between death and survival. Keyword there. After you have healed one other survivor while downed with at least 25% recovery progress, press the ability button 2 to recover instantly. You gain Broken and then are downed again after 30 seconds. Broken prevent. Alright, yep. Either way, we're gonna skip that part. It's enough to keep going, keep trying, keep fighting, keep dreaming. Michonne Grimes. That's actually a very important quote there that'll help us determine her playstyle and priorities. The next perk we have is Last Stand. Even when things are at their worst, your spirit is indomitable. After spending 90 seconds in the killer's tear radius while not in chase, when you fast vault, stun the killer for 3 seconds if they are within 2.5 meters. Then the perk is disabled. Some bullies you can live with. Others, you gotta fight. Michonne Grimes. Very important quote as well to get a grasp at her playstyle. And then last one we have is Teamwork Throwdown. You know the best way to even the odds is to empower those around you. Very true to how her character is. When you pallet stun or blind the killer, other injured survivors within 24 meters gain endurance and see the killer's aura for 10 seconds. Facing evil brings good people together. Michonne Grimes. Alright, so let's break it down a little bit more here. We have one perk that allows you to recover and get away, so that's going to prevent the killers from slugging so that you can get that last push to make some pretty clutch plays, honestly, with that. So it just shows her grit and determination. Last Stand is a stun, so that stuns the killer. And another one involves stunning the killer as well. So you can see where the pattern is for these perks here. After reading around, we can now establish the playstyle that Michonne would gravitate towards the most. I pulled up an image that references various other playstyles, and after what we know, I decided that Michonne fits into these categories the most. So, we actually have quite a few. So right off the bat, we can immediately select team player. She is a definite team player, carries a lot of traits of being loyal to those around her, and helping others so that everybody could survive. We also have, alongside with team player, it kind of goes hand in hand with each other, the role of protector. So she's willing to put herself out there to protect her family or slash other players in the trial. So she's going to be very heavy on that role. Even in her portrait image, it says relentless protector. That is the main role she's going to be having. And then we can probably put altruist in there as well as another role that she could play. She's going to be wanting to heal survivors for sure. Anybody that she sees that's injured, she's going to want to make sure that she helps them so that it helps them survive. You know, that's mainly her main goal as well. Now that we know what type of playstyle Michonne favors, we can now establish what the survivors' priorities are. In Dead by Daylight, there are 4 categories. Within these categories, we can understand what the survivor deems as a priority based on what we know. Michonne's main priority would be survivability. This is blatantly obvious because of the TV show and how it's just all about not just Michonne, but like everybody in the show trying to survive against a zombie. So it'd be no different from the trial. She's going to want everybody in her pack to survive. So she would be helping out survivors to accomplish that. All right, before we play, there's only a couple things that we need to understand. First, I'm going to be playing as Michonne with just her base kit perks, nothing else. And we're going to try to utilize all these perks. So we want to make sure we try to activate these perks in the trial if we can. And then lastly, everything that we just talked about, that is the playstyle I'm going to inhabit as Michonne. So it's that protector role. It is the being a team player and being an altruist, healing survivors, and just making sure everybody is has better odds for survival. So idealistically, we want everybody to lead the trial, including ourselves. So yeah, let's just hop right into our match. All right, we're playing as Michonne on Rancid Abattoir. Coldwind Farm. Right off the bat, we see a generator, and we have Zarina with us next as well. So we're going to jump on this gen right away. Waste no time. We hear a heartbeat. Might be Lethal Pursuer. Looks like Legion. Yeah, definitely going to wait for that pallet to go. He thinks I'm still around that pallet, I think. Did he lose me? Does he? I wonder if he gets the stab on Zarina. I hope not. Knows where we're at right away. Okay, does get the stab out on Zarina here. Okay, he's just gonna stab and go. Let's go ahead and work on this generator. We're gonna go ahead and mend ourselves here. He's going for the other two that are on a gen. We're not gonna mend fully because that's exactly what his plan is to just go for the cuts each time. So he's going after Zarina. Let's go ahead and fully heal ourselves there. Wait a little bit, time it out. Zarina does go down. We're all injured. We're not looking too hot. They have more of a blood echo too. That's wicked nasty. If he's coming this way, it's bad. Okay, he's going around. Okay, he's definitely going towards the two that he probably seen that we're doing the most progress on that gen. Let's go ahead and save Zarina here. Nicolas Cage gets that gen done. That's exactly what we want. She's healing us first. Blood echo is still in effect. So I should have probably healed her first, but I don't know. Survivors be doing some survivor things. Probably shouldn't double up on gens. This is the one where you're going to definitely want to spread out. You want to mainly focus on survival here. We do have conviction. Alright, she's going to start on that gen. I'm going to have to go on this gen here. Nicolas Cage is doing a phenomenal job with getting on gens as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just better to... He's going to stomp on that one. Is he going to go after Nicolas Cage still? Okay, I'm gonna go back on this gen. Stop it from regressing. He's going after 2 injured. I'm wondering if he's gonna go for the frenzy. Shiva already has a hook, so hopefully, okay, maybe the frenzy here. Heartbeat's not getting bigger. Going after Nicolas Cage, okay. Zarina's doing well on her gen, I'm doing well on mine. We could probably get this done. Wow, they're not even gonna care about this. Wow, crazy. Probably gonna stomp on the gen. Dang, we didn't get conviction to activate, but oh well. They're working on that one together. They're kind of all in the same place. I can take my chance to unhook, but that could be risky. Let's go ahead and do it. Try twice. Okay, yep, we're done. We're done trying. It's worth a shot. Let's go ahead and go back on this gen. This one really needs to be repaired. It's regressing a lot. Zarina did not follow me here, though. Shiva's getting chased as well. Let's just get this gen done. We want to make sure we survive. Okay, he's going into frenzy. Just keep on running. I don't see anything. Oh, wow. All right, did not see that. Let's try to keep him. Okay, he got stunned. He got stunned. He did not expect last stand. So we get some usage out of that. Wow, okay, I think he left. He left us, though. We were able to keep his... Oh, wait, no, he did not. Might be able to keep him for a little bit longer here if we play our cards right, if this pallet's already down. Fake this window. Okay, no, we weren't able to spin him either. But because we go down, Nicolas Cage gets a gen done, and Zarina is also there as well. We don't get conviction off at all. He's been picking straight up off the ground. We haven't really had a chance to use that yet. Probably focus on the gen over here. Okay, let's just get on the gen. I'm gonna try to focus on the survival. Zarina's on death hook as well. Nicolas Cage goes down. Oh wow, okay, they already had a gen that was done. Let's try to go for this exit gate. We could definitely try our hardest. Looks like Zarina's probably healing herself right now. Okay, we're gonna definitely try to run this. No, we go down. Did we get conviction though? We do. We pop conviction. Wow. He left us and he did not realize that. We might be able to get out with this. We have 10 seconds left on the clock for conviction. I'm gonna need to stay around. Okay, I'm gonna go down. He's gonna have to heal me. Okay. We're gonna do a full reset and then we could probably get through that gate. Wow. Crazy, crazy value for conviction there. I think the only perk that we really didn't get to see is the teamwork throwdown, which we probably could have seen. Color phobia was up too. I just seen that. Okay, we can definitely get out here now as long as we go for a straight shot through the gate. Yeah, we'll make sure we get out here. All right, and then we both get out. Now, yeah, that's exactly how it goes. All right. Not a bad match. We actually got insane value on conviction the last second, so he was going to try to chase Zarina out for whatever reason. Very good value there. We were able to also use the last stand perk to stun him out of his power as well, because he definitely was not expecting that. Only thing we didn't get is teamwork throwdown. I do have a clip here that I'm going to play. I was able to do it in one match. Okay, she's realizing how much we're looping that pretty well. She got blinded. Okay, all right, this actually worked. So we have teamwork throwdown, so that Fang Min actually has endurance. She's not going to expect... Yeah, that killer did not expect it. Wow. That is absolutely crazy for value on throwdown. That's a very situational perk. I was able to do a bunch of these matches, but this is kind of how Michonne is played. You want to focus on survival. I know it says that she's a relentless protector, and that's exactly what you want to do. You might want to look for hook states, though, so like getting right in there. So that's why I stayed on the exit gate, so that they would down me instead of Zarina, because Zarina was on death hook. So that worked out actually perfect. Yeah, so that's how you play Michonne Grimes as herself. Thanks for watching. Vigo, signing off.